Hey guys, this is Dexter from Dexter's Workshop with a short video about the common module that I've been working on for quite a while now. At this particular moment, the firmware it's ready, the PC application is ready, all is up and running, and all the features are running as it should. First of all, you'll have to understand that this is not a pedal. It will not put out any sounds. It will not make your guitar sound in a, I don't know, in a different way. But this is a common module, if you like, that can be configured to do everything that can be done regarding sound switching, signal switching, and etc. I will try to briefly to show you all the features of the boards of the board and all the things that you can actually use it for. It can be used inside an amp. Around it, it can be built a looper switcher with 8 loops. You have basically here you have 8 input switches that can be configured to do more than just switching signals from on to off and vice versa. For testing purposes only, because it would have been too bulky to add 8 relays here on the breadboard, I've simulated with 8 LEDs. The outputs are also 8, so you have 8 inputs to configure them in whatever way you like, and you have 8 outputs that can supply 100 milliamps per output. So basically it can supply any type of 5-volt relay that is available on the market. There is an optional LCD, which I've decided to add a little bit later on the project, but I'm so glad that I've took that decision. So this is optional. The system would work completely okay without the LCD, but it's highly recommendable. Here you have MIDI input, you have MIDI through, and you have MIDI output. You have 2 types of voltage supplies. It can accept DC or AC voltage supplies between 6 to 12, 14 volts. I would go with the 5 volts AC as a minimum, and with the maximum of 12 volts AC, and I would go with a minimum of 9 volts DC to 12, 14 volts DC as a general supply. So basically it can accommodate any type of amp, any type of tube amp, especially tube amps from older ones to newer ones, and can make it fully MIDI compatible. You have 8, as I said, you have 8 inputs, you have 8 outputs to configure. This is kind of it regarding the board, but the power of this control unit resides in the PC software that I've designed, and basically you can do all the necessary configuration there. There are 2 types of run modes. At this particular moment, the 2 types are selectable by this small jumper here. If the jumper is on, then the programming mode is on. Okay. If the jumper is off, then the board would be in run mode, basically in normal operation mode. And you can I will try to show you all all the features. Next, I will try to show you my screen, and I hope it's not flicker too much. Basically, the programming interface is just a standard USB to RS232, nothing fancy. I've decided to stay that way because I could have made a USB connection, but those are widely available, and it will be supplied with the actual board. So in the package you will have a programming interface, the board, and basically a link to the software where you can download it freely, of course, free of any charge. Okay, so I will try to do this with one hand to connect the programming interface, and I will try to do everything with one hand actually.